Welcome back to your briefing on Democrat dilution. There's this resurfaced 2023 clip of California Governor Gavin Newsom and his wife Jennifer talking about a little family vacation they took. It's gotten a little viral because Jennifer Newsom explains why they took their kids on a tour of red states. Watch.
You took your 4 kids on this trip. You're here in Alabama now. Why was it important to you to take them on this trip to red states and learn about the history in our country?
That's a great question. Well, I don't think, or I know for a fact, that we don't get all of this history in our schools. We have healing to do. And so that they can be, use their voices to stand up and speak out when they see pain and suffering and bullying and racism and misogyny around them. And
you want them to see it so that they know?
I do. I'm a truth seeker. They need to know the truth.
So Mrs. Newsom views red states like a safari. Look, kids, look how racist and sexist they are in Alabama and these places. I'm not sure that's going to play too well when Gavin tries to run for president. I got the honor of discussing this and more with businessman, philanthropist, and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, the former bassist and co-lead singer for Kiss, Gene Simmons. He's got a brand new movie, by the way, called Deep Water. Check that out. Here's my interview with Gene Simmons. Watch. Gene, welcome. What do you think of the Newsoms?
Well, look. I have a different point of view about politicians. I do want them to speak up because I don't trust any of them. I don't care what part of the aisle. Your self-mandate is to get reelected, so you will tend to say things that your potential voters might want to hear. So what you feel or what I feel about Gavin Newsom or his wife, I'd like them to be on the record. But if you're a celebrity, basically shut your pie hole, or the Joint Chiefs of Staff should sit down with Kylie Jenner, who I admire, and who has got $1 billion in her bank account. She's got a new lip gloss. We should find out what to do in Iran and body politic, because she's famous, you see.
Yeah, they
and
love
that
the celebrities.
makes about as much sense as asking a guy who sticks his tongue out for a living what he thinks about the body politic or politicians. Basically, shut your pie hole. We don't care.
I see what you did there, because you used to do that when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it. By the way, the real reason we had you on, recently, actors Mark Ruffalo and Ben Stiller whined and complained about the president, and you were asked about it. Watch.
Yeah, because everybody in the world should listen to what actors and comedians say, because they're so qualified. Basically, shut up. People in America work hard for their living, and they don't want to be lectured to by people who live in mansions and drive Rolls Royces. It's time for everybody in the entertainment industry to shut their pie hole.
Shut your pie hole. We just launched this segment a couple of months ago, and multiple people text me. Gene Simmons is saying shut your pie hole. What was your inspiration?
Well, look, I'm a legal immigrant, because there is a difference, and I live in the most enchanting place on the face of the planet. I was born in the promised land, but trust me, I'm the embodiment of the American dream, way beyond anything I ever dreamed of. And this country is messy. Democracy is messy. One side is trying to get the goat of the other side and so on. So I don't subscribe, by the way, to the notion of red states and blue states, because this president, who I knew before he became political in clubs and just, had enough face time with him to know that he believes in an America that is not blue or red. In fact, the president won most of the states, the popular vote and the electoral vote. So you can't say it's a red state or a blue state. People make up their minds about issues and vote their conscience.
Love it.
And so I believe there is no difference between red or blue. There is a difference between people who are delusional and I can't talk about they, them, or anything else, because people get so upset about everything. Everybody is upset about everything. I don't care.
I love it, Gene. I got to run. Go check out his tour online. He's still touring out there. We still love him, and we'll have you back soon. And we love that you say, like we do, shut your pie hole to the celebs. Gene, thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.